This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so let's start. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, so in the last class we have discussed about the basic inbound process. Okay, so what did we discuss in the basic inbound process? So we have started with the purchase order. So with reference to purchase order, we have created the inbound delivery in VL31N. Okay, and then this delivery got distributed to EWM. Okay, so we have displayed that inbound delivery in EWM PRDI or EWM on transaction. And then we have created or performed GR, which is goods receipt. Okay. And after that, we have created put away task. Okay. So once the GR was performed in the EWM, message sent to ERP. Okay. And then once we perform the put away task or create the put away task, and then we confirm the put away task, confirmation message sent to ERP system. Okay, so this is the background of our basic inbound process. Anyways, we are going to make it more complicated by adding few more steps and automating the steps. Okay, but this is the overview of our inbound process which we executed today. Okay, so today what we will do is we will see how an basic outbound process works. Okay, so similarly the outbound process will start sales order. Okay, with reference to sales order, we will create the outbound delivery in VL01N. Okay, and then display that outbound delivery in EWM PRDI transaction, and then here we will perform the picking. So to perform the picking, we will create the picking task. Okay, and then we will confirm the picking task. Okay, and then perform goods issue. So these are the steps which we are going to perform. So now here, after you perform the goods issue, your message will be sent to ERP. But here in two scenarios or in two steps, the message is sent to ERP in inbound process. Okay, so let us start. So I'll go and create a sales order. So for creating a sales order, we have already created some master data like customer. So we will create the sales order with that customer. So what is the customer here? So this is the customer. 6000481 is our customer. Okay, the T code to create the sales order is VA01N. Okay, the order type which you are using is order type OR. Okay, and here you need to maintain this org data. What is the sales org? So here we have already the sales org. Sales org is DDDD. Distribution channel and division are 00. Okay, so in the sales order, you be customer number. Our customer number is 481, 600 481. Sold to party is customer and Ship to party is also the 6 all zeros 481. Okay, hit enter. No customer not exist. So there is some error. Let's check. So this is our business partner. So the reason why we are getting this error is, so if I go to FLCU01 and then click on customer general data, so this is our customer number, this is our business partner number. So in ERP you need to follow this number range, and in EWM you will follow this number range. Okay, so instead of providing this number as a customer, I have provided this number, so that is why system is not able to identify. So, and here also I have mentioned, so beside our business partner I have also maintained the customer number. Okay, so now I will enter 231 as my sold to party and ship to party, and now let's see whether the error is rectified or not. 231, I'll go back and come, hit enter. No customer master exists for sold to party. So here if you see you, so in the company code it is already maintained, and in FLCU01 in the sales or this is already maintained. Priority partner function. Here the partner function is not available. So this is again SD setting. Here we need to maintain the partner function. So I have maintained the partner function sold to party and bill to party. So here sold to party, and also I'll also maintain ship to party. Okay, I'll go back. Now I'll hit enter. Now system is taking. So customer reference can give some reference number for the customer. It is not a mandatory field. So I'll hit enter. Now system is asking to enter the payment terms. I will enter some standard payment terms. Next, what materials you want to send it to your customer. Okay, so we'll use the same list of materials. So to display all the materials, I'll go to MM60 and give my plant TMPL. Okay, so I want to sell these materials to my customer. Okay, order quantity I'll keep it as 100. Okay, so it is asking to enter some net value. I'll enter now. So plant TMPL, and I will enter some amount. So these are just the warning messages. I will hit OK for all the 4 materials. Okay, now I'll go to edit and click on incompletion log. So these are all the details which are need to be entered. So I'll click on complete data. So here customer reference uh, test ref 01. I'll click on next. Here system is expecting to enter Incoterms, so I'll enter some standard Incoterms CFR. So all these are done by the sales team. So I'm just maintaining the mandatory data here. That's it. Click on next. So I'll enter the goods issue date. These are all the planned date. So I want all these dates to be planned in these dates. So that is why I'm maintaining the dates over here. Now the document is complete. Now I'll click on save. Okay, so directly from here you can create the outbound delivery. Okay, so to create the outbound delivery, click on sales document, click on deliver. Okay, here enter your shipping point. So what is our shipping point? TMPL is our shipping point. So enter our shipping point. Our sales order is already copied. I'll hit enter. Split of different shipping points. So system is determining some different shipping points. So when you are dealing with the first deliveries in your warehouse, then you'll get such sort of errors. So I'll go to the configuration and check the shipping point determination. So under logistics execution, under shipping, basic shipping functions, shipping point and goods receiving point determination. Here assign shipping point according to storage location. So now go to our plant TMPL. So this is the combination TMPL AFS. It should propose TMPL. Also I'll maintain manually we can enter TMPL. And over here, so here we haven't maintained our configuration. So that is why system is picking different shipping points for different entries. Okay, so here as you can see, it was copied from the old configuration. That is why we are seeing AR47. So I will select all and delete it and create new entry. So if my plan is TMPL, then system should propose me TMPL, and system should allow me to manually maintain TMPL shipping point. Hit enter. It's fine. Save it. I don't want this blank entry. So let me try to create the outbound delivery again. Hit enter. Now again it is not considering. I'll log off and log in again. Shipping point TMPL. Delivery split because of different shipping points. TMPL, it should propose me and manually enter TMPL. This is fine. And let us check whether there is any shipping condition in our customer master. So here, go to FLCU01, go to customer general data, go to sales general data, click on shipping. So here we don't have any shipping condition. It is blank. There is no shipping condition. Assign shipping point. I will go to ES02. One 1132 is my order. So I'll go to change mode. Let me check. So here I can see shipping point is determined. So this is causing problem. In our sales order, the determination already happened. So that is why we are not able to create the outbound delivery. So let me update to our shipping point TMPL. Storage location, I'm giving it as ROD. Sorry, AFS. Shipping condition 01, loading group, plant, AFS. Shipping condition 01, not defined. Okay, so we'll maintain this entry, shipping condition 01. Here, new entry 01, plant is TMPL, proposed should be TMPL. I'll hit enter. Now it's taking. I'll go to next item. Here also the same problems. I will update to our shipping point and maintain the storage location. Okay, this is also fine. For third item, I will update the shipping point and then the storage location. Next. Okay, now I'll click on save. Okay, now let's try to create the outbound delivery. Now hit enter. So now the error has changed. It says no schedule line due for delivery up to selected date. Okay, so I'll go back. Open my sales order. Double click on item 1. Go to schedule lines. Here maintain the confirmed quantity. It is blank. So now I'm maintaining the confirmed quantity. Click on OK. Save. Go to second item. Okay. Maintain the confirm item. Confirm quantity. Go to third item. Maintain the confirm quantity. And next, fourth item. Save it. So now I'll create the outbound delivery directly from our sales order. So click on sales document, click on deliver. So now we are coming to this outbound delivery creation screen. Okay. So now click on picking. In the picking view, you can see our storage location is determined because it was copied from our sales order. So based on our plant and storage location combination, our warehouse number is determined. Okay. So I don't want to deliver 100 quantity. I'll make it as 1. because again I need to create the sales order if I consume this 100. So that is why I'm making it as 1. Okay, now I'll click on save. Once I click on save, system is giving me this message: outbound delivery saved and distributed to WMS. Okay, to display this delivery, click on display, copy this document, go to SCWM PRDO transaction. So I'll add in the favorites. Can either go to PRDO transaction or monitor transaction. So in both these T codes, you can display the outbound delivery. Okay, so in EWM we call it as outbound delivery order. Okay, so here, so for this we call it as outbound delivery order, ODO. Okay, so for ERP outbound delivery we call it as outbound delivery. Okay, in EWM that delivery is distributed and it is called outbound delivery order. So with reference to this delivery, you are going to perform the picking, and then once you confirm the picking task and then perform the goods issue, in the background system will create outbound delivery in EWM. This outbound delivery and this outbound delivery both are different. So this is called outbound delivery or final delivery. Okay, so this outbound delivery you can display here in this view. So the delivery is created, this document is created after you post the goods issue from this ODO view. Okay, so now let us open our outbound delivery which we just created. So this is our delivery. So in outbound delivery order, I am searching with my ERP document number. Okay, here it says it belongs to TM01. So in the default, I will change it to TM01. So this is our delivery. So this is our first outbound delivery. Okay, after so many issues, configuration issues, we managed to now distribute our ERP outbound delivery to our EWM system. So this is how the outbound delivery looks like in our EWM system. Okay, similar to our inbound delivery, we have this header and item. So in the header, you can see the document number, the document category, document type, which warehouse, and what is the shipping office. Okay, who has created this, and the Incoterm which we have maintained, and the status. Here you can see what is the status. What is the status of picking? What is the status of packing, loading, goods issue? So we haven't started any activity, so that is why it is not started. Okay, in the item level you can see 4 items because we are planning to goods issue all these 4 items, so that is why you can see these items in the item level. So in the item level you can see the item 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay, the product codes, the description. Here you can see how much quantity we are going to perform the goods issue, its respective status, what is the status of goods issue, picking, packing. So we haven't started yet, so that is why it is displaying as not started. Okay, and then party entitled dispose. Here what is the process type, what is the WPT which this delivery needs to be followed, this delivery items needs to be followed. 2010 is a standard process type. And here important thing is stock type. So since we are performing the picking from final storage types, so the picking storage types belongs to AFS storage location. Okay, that AFS storage location is mapped with availability group 002 to the stock type F2. So that is why it is displaying as F2. So in the outbound delivery in VL01N, we have maintained as AFS storage location. Since you have maintained AFS storage location, here you can see the stop type as F2. Okay, again here we can see when the delivery was created, the time created by and changed. Okay, here we have the status, the header status. So these are various status types: when the goods issue was performed, when the loading was performed. So all these are different status types. So this will be updated when you perform the transactions related to this delivery. Okay, here you can see the warehouse supply chain unit details. Okay, and in the partner you can see to which business partner we are shipping the goods. So here in EWM, as I said, the customer or vendor is identified as a business partner. So that is why we can see the business partner number, not the customer number. Okay, here in reference document you can see our ERP delivery number, from which system, from which logical system this delivery was distributed to EWM. So this is business system. So in EWM we call it as business system. Here you can see the weight and volumes of the delivery. Since we are shipping 4 products of one quantity, okay, one each is of 1 kg, so that is why we can see total of 4 kg. Next, here in the PPF action we don't see anything because no transaction was performed yet. So once any transaction is performed which is relevant to send to ERP, then that message is displayed over here. In the bottom you can see the document flow. Once you perform the picking and then once you perform the goods issue, those documents are displayed over here in this view in the document flow. So for each and every item the document flow is updated. So you need to double click on each item and see the document flow. So these are header related views and these are item related views. If I want to check the status of item 30, double click on item 30 and see what is the document flow. And similarly, status. What is the status of this particular item is updated over here. These are various statuses. And date and time. At what time picking, loading, goods issue happened. And here you can see the business partner. What is this business partner again? As I said, in EWM it is considered as business partner. So every customer or vendor is considered as business partner in EWM. Here you can see the reference documents. So here the sales order number, you can see with reference to which sales order number we have created this outbound delivery order. Okay, and we have given some reference number, right? So while creating the sales order number, so that is this reference number, and this is our ERP delivery document number. And again, from which system this delivery was distributed is the business system. So S4 HANA 2022 is the logical system of ERP system, S4 HANA 2022. Next, additional quantity. So here you can see the progress of your shipping activities, like how many quantity you have performed the goods issue, or if you go from bottom, so for how many quantity you have planned for picking, okay, for how much quantity you have completed the picking, how much quantity you have performed the packing, and how much quantity you have loaded, and how much quantity you have performed the goods issue. So all the details are displayed over here. So it is based on some algorithms. For every item you can see requested, open, executed. For example, if you have requested 100, okay, but you have executed only 10, then requested will be 100, executed will be 10, open will be 90. So for every activity you will have 3 lines: requested, open, executed. Okay, so this is how your outbound delivery order looks like. So once our outbound delivery order is distributed to EWM, so what is the next step? You will create the picking task. So since this is our basic process, I'm going to perform all these steps manually. Okay, so now to create the picking task, first I need to check whether I have sufficient stock in my warehouse. Remember, yesterday we have executed inbound process and we have the stock of these products. So in order to display the stock, I'll go to SCWM mon transaction. Okay, now I'll go to stock and bin, double click on available stock. Okay, and then which materials I'm going to pick. So these are the 4 materials. I will enter these 4 materials. So what is the stock type which I want to ship? So that also matters. So here the stock type which I want to pick is F2 stock type. So here in the item level, we will see this somewhere as F2 stock type. So here you can see F2. So I'll maintain F2. I want to display the stock of these products with stock type F2. I'll click on execute. Okay, so this is the situation. So mat 1 is sitting in this bin, mat 4 is sitting in this bin, and 3 and 2 are sitting in these respective storage types. Okay, and these are the quantity. These are the available quantity in the warehouse. As you can see, we need one quantity of each product, but in our warehouse we have sufficient quantity to pick. Okay, so the next step is I will create the picking task. So how to create the picking task? You can either create from here or you can create from the monitor. So this time I will show from the outbound delivery order in PRDO screen. Next time I will show in the monitor screen. Okay, same steps like we have done in the inbound process. Click on outbound delivery order, follow on functions, warehouse task. Okay, so here we can see warehouse request. Warehouse request is nothing but it is a document. Warehouse request is an any document with reference to which you create the task is called warehouse request. Okay, I'll repeat again. So in EWM we have a document called warehouse request. Okay, so what is this warehouse request? Warehouse request is a document with reference to which you create the task. It can be a put away task or it can be a picking task. So in our scenario, we are creating the picking task with reference to these documents. So these documents will be our warehouse request. And the same details of our items. So what is the item number? What is the process type? How much quantity we need to pick are displayed here. Okay. So I'll double click on first item and click on default values. So here, first I will need to perform the picking. Okay. So once you perform the picking, it should go to GI zone. So what is this GI zone? This GI zone is our staging area. So if you go to the org structure, so since we are dealing with the basic outbound process, I'm picking the stock from here and directly moving to GI zone. I'm not performing any activities. So that is why here my source will be this bin, any of the bin from here, and then the destination will be GI zone. Because I'm using the base, I'm trying to demonstrate the basic outbound process. So that is why I'm not going anywhere here to perform the packing. I'm directly moving the stock from here to here. So in that case, my source bin will be this bin and the destination bin will be GI zone. Okay, so here uh, for material 1 I will enter the bin name. So in which bin this material is lying, I'll enter that bin name, so that I'll get from the monitor screen. Okay, so this is my monitor screen. So my material 1 is sitting in this bin, so I will copy this bin and paste it here, hit enter on my keyboard. Okay, next item 2 is material 2. So my material 2 is sitting in HR02 minus 04 bin. So I'll maintain that bin over here. Okay. Next item, material 3. So my material 3 is sitting in HR03 storage type. I will maintain the bin over here. As you can see, once I enter the bin, since the bin is unique in the warehouse level, system is automatically determining its respective storage type. So this is storage type field, this is storage section field, this is storage bin field. Okay, I'll move on to the fourth item. So my fourth material is lying in HR04 storage bin. So I'll maintain the storage bin HR04. Okay. Now here we have three buttons. One is create plus save. Once you click this, it will create the document and save it. Okay. Second is create. So it will just create the document, but it won't save. It is just used for the testing purpose. Next is delete. If you want to create the task only for few of the items, then you can select and delete it. And then later you can create the picking task again. Okay. So I will directly select all and click on create plus save. I want to create the picking task and then save it. Okay. So I'll select all the items and then click on create plus save. So now there is an error message. I'll click on yes. System says storage bin GI zone does not exist. Okay, why? So how to troubleshoot this error? So we have created the storage bins for HR01, 2, 3, 4, but we never created GI zone in the system. So that is why system is not able to identify GI zone as a storage bin in the system. Now how this GI zone is being determined by the system? So from where that GI zone is coming and being determined in the system? So that is again coming from the warehouse process type. So I'll show you from where the determination is happening. I'll go to EWM under process setting, under warehouse task, go to define warehouse process type. Okay, so now here if I go here, what is our warehouse process type? 2010, right? Go to our warehouse TM01 and 2010. Okay, so this is our WPT. Expand this. Here you can see 9020 is the storage type, destination storage type, and destination bin is GI zone, which means after you pick the goods, it needs to be staged in the GI zone. Okay, so from this WPT, system is determining these entry. So we have maintained this entry, but we have never created this bin in the system. So system is determining this bin, but unable to identify that it has a storage bin because we haven't created that bin as a storage bin. So now we will create in the system. Okay, so to create the storage bin, I'll go to ls01 transaction code. Okay, and create this bin in the system. Okay, I want to create it under 9020 storage types because this is a standard goods issue storage type. Save it. Okay, now the bin is created. Okay, now I'll close this. I'll go back to my delivery. So in order to refresh in the background, I'll have to go back and come. So I'll go back, again open this delivery and then click on outbound delivery order, follow on function, warehouse task. So here I'll maintain the,
Bin sorting is pending now.
so we have created only GI zone. So since we have only one bin, so for that sorting is not necessary. Sorting is necessary for these bins. So we perform the picking and put away in these bins. So sorting is necessary for these bins. So now we have created the bin in GI zone and we have only one bin in the GI zone. It is not necessary to perform the sorting. You can do it, but it doesn't make any sense.
Okay, and what about the activities?
So activities are all relevant for these bins lying here. So for GI zone and GR zone, we don't create or perform any sorting. We don't create the activity area nor we perform the sorting. So why we need activity area? We need activity area to perform the picking, put away or other internal warehouse activities in these bins. Understood? So we don't do it for the work center. We don't do it for GI zone nor we don't do it for GR zone. Is that clear? Hello?
Yes,
Yeah. Okay. So I'll enter the source bin again for each and every product. So for product mat1, I will enter the bin. Okay. For second material, I will enter the storage bin. For third material and for fourth material. So in real time, nobody is going to open the delivery and enter the source bin one by one, because in the real time there will be some 100, 150 warehouse request items and nobody will maintain all this bin numbers. So everything is automated. Since this is a basic process, I'm trying to show you how we maintain the storage bin and create one by one. But in real time, we automate this step. System will automatically propose the storage bin, source bin, and system will automatically create the task. So in this scenario we are doing everything manual, and slowly we will be automating each and every step. So that is the idea. Okay, so now I have hard coded all the source bins for all the products. Okay, now I'll select all and then click on create plus save. Earlier we were getting the error saying that GI zone does not exist. Now we have also created GI zone as a storage bin in the system. Okay, now click on create plus save. Now you see warehouse task is created. Now how to display this warehouse task? Click on warehouse task, click on confirm. Okay, so warehouse order is a group of warehouse tasks. So under your warehouse order, you can see your warehouse tasks. So again, what is warehouse order is something I'll cover in the future topics. So now focus on our warehouse tasks. So these three total we have created 4 warehouse tasks, right? So these three are created under this warehouse order and this is created under this warehouse order. Okay, so if I want to display the warehouse task, I will select warehouse task first one and click on form view. So here this is the task number, the status of our warehouse task, which product needs to be picked from which bin and where it should be placed. Okay, from which, what is the activity you are doing, so that activity is determined here, and which stock type of product you want to pick, and what is the process type we are following, and with reference to which outbound delivery order we are going to perform the picking. So all these are determined here, and here you can also see the quantity, how much quantity you want to pick. So for each and every warehouse task, you can see these details. So this warehouse task 10 is created to pick material 2. Similarly, warehouse task 11 is created to pick material 3 from this bin and move it to GI zone. And this is our outbound delivery order reference. Okay, so this is one way to display the warehouse tasks. I clicked on warehouse task and click on confirm. The other way is copy the document, go to monitor. So this is our monitor. Click on outbound, expand the documents. We are dealing with outbound delivery orders, so double click on outbound delivery orders. Scroll down, enter the delivery number over here and select this display reference documents and then click on execute. Okay, so this is the document. Now if you want to check what warehouse tasks are created for this document, select the document, click on warehouse tasks. Okay, so here you can see the respective warehouse task. Warehouse task 9 was created to pick material 1. Okay, warehouse task 10 for material 2 and so on up to 12. And what is the respective warehouse order of that warehouse task is displayed over here. And what is the process type which you are following to perform the picking. So 2010 is the process type. So this product needs to be picked from this storage bin and then move to this destination bin. Okay, so this is the storage type of the destination bin. This is the storage type of the source bin. Okay, how much quantity of each material needs to be picked is source quantity. And what is the activity you are performing picking? So activity is pick. With reference to which document you are performing the picking. And here you can see creation date and time. At what time this warehouse task is created. And here you can see who is the owner of the stock and who is the party entitled to dispose of the stock. Okay, so now we have created the picking task. So if we go to our Excel sheet.
Rohit, one question.
Mhm.
Why there are two different warehouse orders? We haven't defined strategies yet, no? And if you can
Yeah.
see the activity area that
Mhm.
is coming for only first line. For the remaining three bins, the activity area is not there.
Okay, so for that we didn't create the activity area for these bins. Okay, so
Okay, that's why it has
solution
created two.
solid. So here, if I go here, so for this storage type, you have created the activity area, but for these storage types, you haven't created the activity area. So that is why here the activity area is blank. Okay, so what we will do to complete your point, I will quickly create the activity area and create the task again. Okay, go here under master data, under activity area. Here I'll click on generate activity area for storage types. Execute this. Okay, so I'm going to create one to one. So HR01 is already created. So I'll create activity area for HR02 for all the activities. I'll execute this, click on OK. Okay, activity area is created for HR02. Similarly, for HR03, I will execute this. HR03 is also done. Next, for HR04, activity area now is created for all these storage types. So after you create the activity area, we need to perform the bin sorting. So it is done in SBST transaction. Okay, if you give blank, then it will be sorted at the warehouse level. Okay, so I'll just give it as blank and then execute. You can give your storage type or activity area over here or just keep it blank. So if you keep it blank, it will sort all the bins in your warehouse. I will sort it. Okay, so now what I'll do, I will cancel this warehouse task. So all the tasks are cancelled. So as I said, so one method to create the picking task is from SEWM PRDO transaction code. So you can create the picking task from there, or we will see we have an option to create the picking task from monitor. So I'll select the document, click on more methods, and here you see create a WT in background. Okay, since we don't have the strategies maintained, we have an option to create the task from here, but for that we need to maintain the strategies. Okay, so since we don't have strategies, I think system won't allow you to create from here. Click on create WT. It says system could not determine source storage bin. Okay, so for this I will have to go to PRDO again. Okay, and go to warehouse task and maintain these entries. So again for product 1, for product 2, for product 3, for product 4. Now I'll click on create place save. So last time system has created two warehouse orders, right? And only for one storage type activity area was displaying. So now I'm creating the warehouse tasks again for all the items. Now 4 warehouse tasks are created. I will go back to our monitor, select our document, click on warehouse task. So now here you can see these were the old warehouse tasks and these are the newly created tasks now 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. So earlier we didn't have the activity area. Now we can see our activity area. HR01, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And here earlier system has created two warehouse orders. Now system has created four warehouse orders for each warehouse task. Meaning for warehouse task 13, warehouse order 5 is created, and for each respective warehouse task, one warehouse order is created. So Vishal, are you clear now? So anyways, we are going to discuss why this warehouse order is, how these warehouse orders are created.
Yes.
Yes. One moment, guys. I'm just getting a important call. I'll be on mute. Sorry. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. So now, where are we? So we have created the sales order. We have created the outbound delivery in ERP. We have displayed the document in outbound delivery order, and now we have created the picking task. So till here we are clear. Okay. So these are our picking tasks. So if I go to the monitor, so these are our newly created picking tasks. So now these are open. So in the real time, these tasks, okay, are handed over, or these warehouse orders are given to the picker. So he will go to this bin. He will pick this product of this quantity and then move it to the GI zone. Okay. So what I will do, I will confirm this task in the background. So first physically the picker will go there and move it. And now I'm confirming the task in the system, saying that this stock is now physically moved from this bin to this bin. Okay, so I'll select the required warehouse task and then click on confirm WT in background. Okay, here you can see the warehouse task is confirmed. Okay, and here the status is changed to C. C is confirmed. Now let us check the stock. Double click on physical stock and I'll just execute over here. So here, what is our document number? 929. So this is our stock, because here we can see our document reference. So product mat1, mat2, mat3, mat4 is sitting in GI zone bin. Okay, and the document which is tied to this stock is this document. Okay, so now we have completed the picking. Okay, and the stock is in GI zone. So from GI zone we are going to perform the goods issue. From GI zone we are performing the goods issue. So how to perform the goods issue in the system? So physically they will load the stock into the truck. Once the truck leaves, we will perform the goods issue in our system. So just assume that the stock is loaded in the truck and I'm going to perform the goods issue in the system. Okay, so here if we check, earlier it was not started, right? So I'll just execute this. Now the status is updated to completed. Packing status is not started, loading status is not started, status is not started. So packing and loading, these two are optional steps, so these are not mandatory. If you are following basic process, then these two are not mandatory. In basic process, picking and goods issue are mandatory steps. Okay, so before we perform the goods issue, I will open the document in the ERP system in VL03N. So this is our document. If I go to goods movement data, the goods movement status is A, not started. So now let me perform the goods issue in the EWM. So I'll click on goods issue. Once I click on goods issue, here the goods issue status is set to completed. Okay, next step in the PPF action. So there is no PPF action from here. The message is not sent from this document. Okay, as I said, in EWM, in the outbound process, we have two documents. One is outbound delivery order and one is outbound delivery. What I said, once we perform the goods issue, this document is created automatically. Okay, so I'll select this entry and then click on outbound delivery. So this is our final outbound delivery. Okay, so this document, you can see the number range is 13104. So this is our final document created automatically once we have performed the goods issue. Okay, so here you'll see the same details, what materials we have performed the picking, what materials we have performed the goods issue, how much quantity, and what is the status. Okay, so in this document again we have something called PPF actions. So from this document the message is sent to the ERP system. So that is why in this document the PPF action was blank, but in this document here we can see send ERP delivery message. Okay, so I'm assuming that the message was sent successfully to the ERP system. Now let's go and check what is the status in the ERP document. So earlier it was not started. I'll go back and then open the delivery again. Click on goods movement data. Now here you can see the goods movement is completed. At what date and time is updated over here. Okay, if you check the document flow, here you can see the material document. Display this material document. You can see all the details, which materials of how much quantity, what is the movement type triggered, all the details you can see in this material document. In the detailed data, you can see the plant and storage location. From this plant, from this storage location, we have performed the goods issue for these products. And what is the stock type. Okay, so as I said, here in the outbound delivery, so this is our outbound delivery order. Sorry, this is our final outbound delivery. I'll go back. I'll click F3 in my keyboard. I'm coming back to this document. Okay, In the item, here we have something called document flow. Okay, I told you, right? Document flow. So for every item, we have a document flow. So I want to check the document flow for item 1. So I'll select the item and then click on document flow. Here you can see all the status updated. So what is this picking plant? Picking plant. At what time you have created the picking task? Okay. Next is, after we created the picking task, we have cancelled it, right? So that got recorded over here. We have again created the picking task. So again, one more line, one more entry added over here. Okay. And here you can see the warehouse task number. So earlier the warehouse task, first warehouse task number was 9. We have cancelled the warehouse task 9 and then again created a new warehouse task. So for that, the document number is 13. So after you created the task, you have confirmed the task. Okay. Once you confirm the task, after that you have performed the goods issue. As I said, when you perform the goods issue, two things will happen. One is goods issue status will be completed for our outbound delivery order. Second is outbound delivery, final outbound delivery is created automatically in the system. So that document number is this one, 13104. And here you can see the goods issue. So for each and every item, you can see this document flow. I'll double click on 30, double click on 40. Okay. So if you check the stock
What
situation in MM, sorry.
what is that document number besides the this one below? Yep,
So
that.
this is the warehouse task number. So we have first created the picking task. So this is the picking task, warehouse task number. Again, we have cancelled that warehouse task, and then we have again created a new warehouse task. So this is a warehouse task number, and this is the outbound delivery document number. So these are the warehouse task number. This is the outbound delivery number. This is again the goods issue, warehouse task number. So to
So
display
the
the warehouse,
outbound delivery,
sorry.
the number which is beside to the outbound delivery 13104,
This
that is
is the
the
final. This is the final outbound delivery document number 13104, and these documents are task numbers. And this is again the warehouse task number. So that is
okay.
why here they have maintained as document number, but not warehouse task number. Here in this columns, you can also have the delivery numbers, right? So that is why they have just maintained it as document number here as the column. But these are the warehouse tasks, this and this. Okay, here 16, warehouse task 16, right? So click on here, click display warehouse task. So here you can see this is the warehouse task 16, and 13104 is our final outbound delivery document number. Select that document, click here. So this is that document 13104. Okay, so any doubts in the basic outbound process? So again, I'll run you through what we have done today. So we have created the sales order, and then we have created the outbound delivery in VL01N. So sales order we created in VL01. Okay, and then we created the outbound delivery in VL01 and transaction, and then this document is distributed to EWM. It is identified as outbound delivery order in EWM, and that document can be displayed in two transactions. One is SCWM PRDO and the other one is SCWM MON. Okay, and then we have created the picking task with reference to this document, and then we have confirmed the picking task. After you confirm the picking task, we have performed the goods issue. Once you perform the goods issue in the background, system will create the outbound delivery automatically. The outbound delivery, or it is called final delivery in EWM. At the same time, message is also sent to the ERP system saying that the goods issue has been completed for these products. Okay, so I don't want to move on to again the receiving process. So for today, I will end it. Tomorrow we are going to see strategies, how we are going to maintain the strategies for the goods receipt process, for the inbound process as well as the outbound process. What is strategies? So today I have maintained the storage bins manually while picking, right? So tomorrow what we will do, we will maintain some settings in the system which are called strategies, and system will automatically propose us which bin we need to pick and into which bin we need to perform put away in the inbound process. So that we are going to see tomorrow.
Rohit, one question, like in WM, why there is no TRTO confirmation of TO, just to get an idea.
We can consider TO as warehouse task in EWM.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, got it.
Yeah. TO is similar to warehouse task in EWM.
Okay, yeah.
Any other doubts?
Yeah, I do have. So whenever we are creating a inbound delivery or a outbound delivery in the
Mm-hmm.
ERP or VL0, VL31N, VL01N, so
Mm-hmm.
whenever it get distributed to EWM,
Mm-hmm.
so that is based on something document type or item type, right? On that day you discussed about it.
Yes,
But
yes.
you haven't showed us the configuration about that.
So how the document determination happens, document type and item type.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So yesterday for inbound process, I have shown you how this document type is determined. Similarly, so I'll also cover that now. So that is here. So first I'll go from the starting. So this is our ERP document. Okay. This is our ERP outbound delivery. Okay. So for every delivery, we have a document type or delivery type. So delivery type is in the header. Okay. In header, go to administration. Okay. So our delivery type of ERP is LF. Okay. So how this LF is mapped to our EWM document type. So that is under in the IMG setup in SCM EWM under extended warehouse management under interfaces under ERP integration in delivery processing. Here we have map document type from ERP system to EWM. Go here. So here selection by content. What is my document type in ERP? It is LF. Here you can see if my document is coming from any logical system with document type LF in ERP, then in EWM OUTB is the document type which will be determined. So if we go to our outbound delivery order, you can see OUTB as document type. So this is how our document type is determined in EWM. Similarly, you also have item type. Okay, so in item level, here we can see item type as ODLV. Okay, so how this ODLV is determined? Okay, so how this it is determined? First, we will go to our ERP document. So in ERP also for every item we have an item category. So I'll scroll to my right. Here I can see item type as TAN for each and every material, for each and every item. The item type is item category is TAN. ERP item type is TAN. So how this is mapped to our EWM item type? TAN. I'll go to the configuration. Here we'll see in the next node map item type from ERP system to EWM. Expand and go to selection by content and go to item type ERP and give TAN. Okay. So what is our document type of ERP? It is LF. Okay. So these three are the entries. Next, are we working with any catch weight management? No. So this is ruled out. Next, if my document type is OUTB in EWM, then system will determine ODLV. Okay. Or if there is any document type in EWM, then system will determine ODLV. So in both the cases, system will determine ODLV the item type. So if we'll check in our outbound delivery order, our item type determination is ODLV. Here it is determined as ODLV because here in this mapping, we have maintained this condition. If the document type is OUTB, then determine ODLV as our item type in EWM. Is that clear?
Okay. Uh, what about the document category and item category then? What is it in the
Document category is
EWM?
the document. No, document category is internal for EWM. So there is no determination for document category. So here if you check for goods issue process for outbound delivery, here we have defined document types for outbound delivery process. So these document types are created with reference to the document category. And these document category cannot be newly created. It is internal. It cannot be created. So the document category for our outbound delivery order is PDO. For final delivery, it is FDO. So this is internal, it is not mapped. So whenever you create your new document type, it should be assigned to the respective document category. Apply same for inbound as well. Okay. Hello.
No, actually, I'm getting a lot of questions on it. But I'll do one thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just list it down and I will share with you.
Sure.
Yeah, one more question, Rohit. Yesterday you were doing inbound delivery with AS and we could not get it. So can you show us tomorrow?
Yeah.
It is okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Any other doubts?
No, Rohit.
Okay. So if you don't have any doubts, then we'll close it off for today. We'll meet tomorrow at the same time. Have a good evening, guys. Bye bye.
Yeah, thank you, Rohit.
Thank you.
It's a good
कहाँ बोला लाइन है दोनों calls